But let me explain something to you. This boy was born blind because God allowed it. He allowed the man to be born blind so that the healing power of God will be revealed through his life. Okay. For the sake of, let's go to the same John chapter 5. Go to the 5 verse 14. Are you there? Now, if you go, you can take your time to read all from the top. But look at it. Behold, I'm reading the 14. Behold, thou art made whole. Sin no more, lest a worse thing come unto thee. Now watch it. This was another man who was also tied down by sickness. And Jesus prayed for him. Jesus healed him. Then Jesus found him and said to him, now listen, go, sin no more, lest something worse happens to you. So which means that his sickness was as a result of his sins. He did something wrong. That was why that sickness came to him. So now can you see, somebody did something wrong and sickness came to him. Another one was born. He didn't do anything. Nothing was wrong. He didn't do anything by himself, but he was born blind. Are you now getting it? So sin can bring sickness to you. However, there are some certain people who have not done anything wrong. However, they are sick. So how do you define them? How can you explain that? So in order for us not to confuse ourselves, you hear many healing ministers saying, all sickness are caused by Satan. But all sicknesses are not caused by the devil. There are self-imposed sicknesses. For instance, when you are eating too much sugar, and we advise you, don't be taking too much sugar. And for the sake of your taste, sugar and you are taking it in excess, you know what is going to happen. When you are eating late in the day. Oh, I go to work, I come back, I come home late, so I eat. 9 o'clock, you are pounding fufu like somebody I know. 9 o'clock, you are getting ready to eat your fufu. When you practice this for a longer period of time, something is going to happen. That will be self-imposed. That is going to be a self-mountain. But there are cases that God allows. So it is not everybody who is going through something that you will say the person sinned. No, sir. It is not everybody. There are exceptions. There are people who didn't do anything wrong. There were people who their parents didn't do anything wrong. However, they were born with certain deformity. But thanks be to God that his power is here to heal all. To heal those who impose the sickness on themselves. To heal those who were born blind. And also to heal those who sin. To make those sickness to come upon them. His grace is abundant to all. Are you hearing me? But let me conclude by saying there are problems. There are problems which are godly mountains. God himself is behind it. And then some of the godly mountains are those that will reveal God's glory. And there are godly mountains of preparation. Mountains of preparation. So when you are going through your preparation time, just build capacity. Exercise patience and build capacity. Let me explain something to you. God took the children of Israel from Egypt. And he said, I am taking them to the promised land. And then God led them through the wilderness. But before they will go to the wilderness, He brought them to the Red Sea, parted the Red Sea, made them to walk on dry land, closed the sea again, so that they cannot turn back. Because God had already said, he said, I know these people. If they see war, they will run back. They will run back to Egypt. So although they are crying, we want liberty. They are crying, we want peace. They are crying, they are not ready to fight for it. They are not ready to contend for it. So God led them through the wilderness. For what? For preparation. For preparation. For preparation. I have seen it over and over. There were daughters here who were complaining, Father, we have no job. We are praying God should give us, God should cause us, God should give us a job. Father, Pastor, pray for me. God should give us a job. There were some I personally gave money. They started something. The day they started something, now I have to run after them to be bringing them to church. They were selling, even on Sunday they were selling. Some of them I have to now beg them. When they had no job, they were here in the morning. They will serve God, they will sing, they were doing everything. The moment they received that money, it became a stumbling block. There are some of you who are crying, God, give me money. God, let there be something. You are crying. Let there be something. The day that thing arrives, maybe I will not find you again. There are some of you, you are not rooted. You are not yet rooted in God. So most of you, the things you are asking for will not come until you build capacity for them. Someone will say, what about the children of the world? Hear me very well. The devil does not play fair. There are people, the devil will allow them, or even if he has the opportunity, will give them money because he knows as I give it to them, nothing good will come out of their lives. As I give it to them, they will become an enemy of God and it will lead them to hell. There are so many people that money destroys. Do not envy the people of the world. Look unto Jesus. Do not envy the people of the world. Go through your preparation time. Go through your season. For instance, I have seen people who fought their way to the top and they never remained there for long. I have seen people who fought. They fought. They did everything to get to the top. And because they have not built capacity to endure the test of time, they were cut off. In a hurry. In this country, we have seen it over and over and over again. Take your time and build capacity. Hear me very well. Take your time and build capacity. There are some of you, until you learn how to take good care of yourself, even I, Pastor William, will not pray for you to get money. There are some of you, until you learn how to discipline yourself, I will not even pray for you to get money. Because I know some of you, the day you hold that money, it will kill you. I know some of you, the day you hold that, some of you, you are, have you seen the young guys? Eager to buy a car. When they get the money, they rush. They don't see anything. They are going to buy a car. We are going to buy a car. The next day you hear accident. They are dead and gone. The next day you hear accident. They are dead and gone. Why? They never build capacity. You see, until you become disciplined, matured enough, that money will not stir you up. I, Pastor William, will not pray for you to be rich. Mumubi waha. And neya. Yamau just 1 billion. Because you might think you have arrived. That small money which was given to you might eat into your head and make you think you have arrived. But sasikane enyashi. Oh, the mommy and are you hearing me?
So there are some of you, take your time to build capacity. Either than that or that. I was telling, I had a friend, I was having a conversation with him. I said to him, listen to me. In as much as you are fighting to get to the top, you want everybody to hear you, you want to come to stardom. It is my prayer that you discipline yourself. You learn, and now do baby ana udidi. Baby ana udidi. Also so person yes star. Baby out now udidi. You need self-control. You can't control your appetite. You can't even hold. You can't even fast for an hour. You want to eat everywhere. Oh, you're not present. Top you've been reading news. You say the young artists that come up and reach this stuff. Take your time and build capacity.